The World Baseball Classic officially kicks off as Team USA begins its mission to reclaim global dominance on the diamond.
The clock is officially ticking for the WNBA, with only 7 days left to avoid a strike and save their season.
The Elimination Chamber has left the WWE in ruins after Randy Orton's betrayal and a legendary return that changed the road to WrestleMania 42.
The Olympic hockey team heroes are making headlines off the ice as they stand their ground following a historic golden sweep in Milan.
Plus, the Atlanta Hawks Magiccity Monday, Team Jordan's three-peat win on the track, MLS update, and much more right here on They Be Talkin.
They be talking, 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 talking,
Welcome to another episode of They Be Talkin. I am, of course, Shorty Bang Bang, or you can just call me Shorty for short. Next to me, I got the man in the mask, the one and only Dizzy. What's up, Dizzy?
Doing, Shorty?
I'm doing great. We got a lot to get into. It's hump day.
What's going on with Magiccity Mondays? That sounds interesting.
We'll get to it. Just
all right.
Hang on there.
And we got a guest on deck today too. So
yes,
this
we do.
We
have a guest on.
Fully packed show.
Jam-packed show. Fully packed. So let's just kick this thing into gear. You ready?
Let's do this.
All right. So let's talk about it. All right. The biggest global stage in sports right now has got to be the 2026 World Baseball Classic. The hype is real, and the road to the championship is officially mapped out.
Yes, it is, Shorty, and I've been waiting for this since 2023. It's not just an exhibition of world-class baseball. It is a fight for pride. It is going to catch the attention of the whole world, as the games are going to be basically, at one point, all around the clock, 24 hours, starting on the 6th. Because you got games going on in Asia, and then they got games going on the East Coast, and then the West Coast. They're all over. It baseball for days.
Literally the world. Well, for our listeners in the States, Fox Sports is the home for all 47 games. So it's 47 games in all. Go to Fox Sports. You're looking at a mix of Fox, FS1, FS2, and even Tubi. And if you're a streamer, the Fox Sports app and Fox One are going to be your best friends. And for our international listeners, shout out to Tokyo, Japan. Netflix Japan is actually streaming every single game in Japanese. So
ain't that crazy how Netflix has gotten so big in sports and live streaming sports and all that stuff? That's just insane.
I had no clue they had a Netflix Japan.
Apparently every country has their own little Netflix division. In fact, as we speak right now, Chinese Taipei and Australia are kicking off the Baseball Classic
right now
in Pool C of the World Baseball Classic. So if you guys are into this, just tune in after you watch our show.
Yeah, after, please. But on March 6th, that's when Team USA plays. They debut against Brazil. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. So that's some prime time baseball watching there. And the drama doesn't stop. We've got Mexico versus USA on March 9th.
That's going to be a good one.
That's always a legendary rivalry. That's going to be something to see. Yeah. And then the knockout rounds begin on March 13th, and it all culminates in the championship game on March 17th at 8 p.m. on Fox.
Yeah, you got games going on from Pool B in Houston, from Pool D in Miami. The energy is going to be electric, whether you're rooting for the Dominican Republic, Japan, or good old Team USA, there's not an excuse to miss any of this baseball action, which has got the best players from the best teams all coming together for one global baseball classic.
I'm excited. This is almost better than the Olympics. Like, this is gonna be baseball heaven. I know a guy in baseball heaven right now. Well, not literally heaven, but he's acting like he's the boss of heaven, like a god wearing his chains on the field. I'm talking about Tiger prospect Max Clark. Now, if you've been on baseball social media this week, you've seen the clips of Max Clark. He's the Tigers' number 3 overall pick from 2023, and he's currently taking some heat right now. He's taking some heat for his style. Dizzy, he's got his...
Yeah, the traditional crowd, the old school crowd, is losing their minds with this. It's a boiling point. During the game against the Braves, Clark, who is just a mere 21-year-old, who is normally playing center field, was shifted to left field. He dropped 2 routine fly balls, as they call them. And one was a shallow pop-up, one was in the warning track, and the broadcasters were just giving him all kinds of verbiage.
Yeah, well, let me just explain real quick for the people who don't know, or the folks in the back. Max is getting some flack because he's got a little style on him. He likes to wear his diamond chains and his aggressive eye paint or face paint. The man has some swag, and there's some haters out there. The Brave analyst CJ Nikowski said there was no chance a kid who hadn't made the big leagues yet would show up looking like that in his day. But Max Clark isn't backing down. He told the Detroit Free Press, he said, "I don't care what they have to say. They're just looking for an image to paint." What do you think about this, Dizzy?
I like his fire. I like the fact that he's got attitude. I like the fact that he's got, the testicular fortitude to talk back to his critics. But his critics are right. You can't be dropping routine fly balls. Like, no, the bling, the face paint, whatever. Like, it's a different generation. The old school guys, they're losing it because they're losing it. But you can't be dropping a routine fly ball. It doesn't work. You can't be doing that. As much as I love it that you've got style, if you've got style and you've got swag, you got to play like you got style and you got swag.
Absolutely. I mean, he's just getting going. If he needs the diamond chains and the everything style drip on him, then let him do his thing. Maybe it'll amount to him actually catching the balls, but he definitely needs to kick it in gear, because you're in the pros now, buddy. Nobody cares.
I mean, bottom line, last season he put up some great numbers in single and double A, but
if he's not careful,
if you want to reach the majors, you can't be dropping a routine fly ball. Even though we have seen other players in big moments drop them. Aaron Judge in the World Series. It happens. He
just needs to prove himself.
Yeah.
He just needs to prove himself. And as soon as he proves himself, then he can start adding on more chains and maybe some earrings and whatever else.
He walks out with his big, the row chain.
Yeah, maybe he'll do like a medallion, like a big old Flavor Flav type.
Something. A big old tire ball.
You know what? Do your thing, Max. You do your thing. Don't worry about the haters. I'm with that.
There's a team getting a lot of hate, though.
Oh yeah, there's another team getting a lot of hate. All right, so let's pivot to a story that's sparking a massive debate about culture, commerce, and character in the NBA. The team we're talking about is the Atlanta Hawks. Recently, they announced a Magic City Monday promotion for their March 16th game against the Orlando Magic. Oh, that's clever. It's a collaboration with the world-famous Atlanta strip club, Magic City. But San Antonio Spurs center, Luke Cornett, he isn't just raising an eyebrow. He's calling for the whole thing to be canceled. Luke
Yeah,
doesn't want
Cornette didn't hold back. He published on his blog. I mean, this is an NBA player who's a blogger, by the way, that he's concerned that the Atlanta Hawks are doing this because he's arguing that this is not protecting or esteeming women, and it's celebrating a strip club, and it's the exact opposite, which makes this NBA community complicit in potentially objectifying and mistreating of women.
Yeah. Well, the Hawks, they're framing it as a cultural celebration because Magic City, it's an Atlanta landmark. If you're from the city, been around the city, know the city, you'll know in Magic City and the strip club culture is a thing there, especially in the hip hop scene. So let's see, this night it's set to feature the club's the strip club's legendary lemon pepper wings, a custom hoodies, and a performance by T.I. This is all at the game. T.I. is going to perform at halftime while everyone's eating their wings in their Magic City hoodies. The Hawks co-owner, Jamie Gertz, he actually produced a docu-series about the club's 40-year history last year. So for the Hawks, this is just about Atlanta identity, and I might say I saw that docu-series. It was pretty good. It was educational if you don't know much about Magic City.
Cornette's point, so we don't deviate from it, is that that Magic City is an iconic cultural institution, but never once mentioned it's a strip club. And I'm deviating off script slightly here, but can you imagine, Rhino Night at the Intuit Dome or Rhino Night at the Crypto Arena with the Lakers? It's hard to fathom. I mean,
it's hard to fathom.
I get that Magic City is a cultural staple in Atlanta. I get that the hip hop scene is huge in Atlanta. I get that Magic City is referenced a lot in songs and the rap game from Atlanta. I respect it and I agree with it. But isn't it supposed to be a family friendly environment? How do you explain to a 10-year-old that a strip club is sponsoring the game?
Yes, that might be a little complicated to do. However, and I just noticed it right now as looking at the merch, which, by the way, might have been the overstep, might have been the overreach. Do we really need a whole sweatshirt? I would have been just fine with the lemon pepper wings. But back to the 10-year-old. Notice on the hoodie, they don't say anything about a strip club. Maybe that was the Hawks' way of trying to, make it a little easier for the parent.
Let's change this up a little bit. The 16-year-old that goes to the game and gets a hoodie because he can fit into it. Where's at the school?
Okay.
Is the school going to have an issue with that?
They shouldn't. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're in Atlanta, all the kids know it. They already know it. I don't want us acting like kids don't know what's going on. The kids know. Now, should the NBA be promoting it like this? Maybe not. It's a whole theme tonight.
But again, this is the Hawks promoting it. This is probably not a league thing.
Okay.
But once the league catches wind of this, they might have something to say about it.
They might. And they probably will. I'm torn with the whole thing because I understand the Atlanta culture. I get it. I think it was just a little too much to make a whole themed night out of it. And I don't get the whole, family-friendly environment. You want to know why? You take your kid to the game, you got 100 people around them screaming F-bombs and all this around. They're advertising gambling. You got alcohol everywhere. You practically...
They're not selling alcohol or giving alcohol away to the kids. They're not selling...
Are they giving the sweatshirt to kids? Do they have the kids' sizes?
I don't know. I don't know. We
either.
don't know.
I
It's
hope
vague.
not. I hope
very
not.
vague.
If they're giving it to the kids and these are some kids' sizes.
But they're definitely giving the wings to everybody.
Well, what's wrong with some wings?
It's where the wings come from, not the fact that they're giving the wings away.
I hear you. I'm just being devil's advocate here. Again, should this have been a full theme night? Probably not.
Probably not.
All right. Well, look. Let's
talk about the other association.
Yes, let's move on to the other association, where they're really about some business right now. Okay. Now we've seen the WNBA over the last 2 years with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, Paige Beckers. You know, the numbers have been getting bigger. The audience is getting bigger. It's been becoming the league that it should be. But behind the scenes now, the league is facing its biggest crisis yet. We are officially in the 11th hour of a labor war that has been brewing for 17 months. What's going on here?
Well, the clock is ticking. It's really ticking. And, you know, the deadline being March 10th, and there be just no one coming to terms on the collective bargaining agreement. Yeah. The May 8th opener could be in jeopardy. And, you know, you've got teams coming into the league this year, expansion teams. And this is potentially not a good thing. You got Portland and Toronto joining the league. And you know, the girls are in a way right. If they're making all this money, where is the money and why aren't they getting some of it?
Yeah, it's been their main complaint since the beginning. At the core of the fight is a revenue sharing problem. So for the first time in history, the league last year actually made $16 million in revenue sharing, or they had a $16 million revenue sharing payout. Okay. But half of that is going straight to the players. So the problem is that the players want 26% of gross revenue. Gross. That's money before the expenses. The league, however, saying, no. We like to give you the net revenue model, which players say amounts to less than 15% when you strip out the cost. That is 15% of the revenue. So why won't the WNBA just pay them? Like, I get it, it's a business, but
it's the never-ending debate of the corporate overlord and the employee. And we see this in many aspects of current life. Now we're seeing it in the WNBA. Union leaders like Kelsey Plum and Breanna Stewart are calling for more extensive, you know, revenue sharing, and a system that, you know, allows players to win some more money. You know, they voted 98% in favor of striking if these demands are not met. So this is a potentially taking a couple steps back instead of progressing with the league. This is not a good thing.
No, it's a standoff, and we only got a few more days till the decision needs to be made. I think they're going to come to some type of agreement. It probably won't be what all the players want, which is more money. But I'd say to them, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep being pros. The money will come. The league is going to keep getting backlash for not, you know, giving the women what they deserve. Time will tell. So we'll keep an eye on this deadline.
Give the girls the money.
Give them the money. I'm with him. All right.
In the words of Tom Cruise, show me the money.
What's that movie? Jerry Maguire. Did I just date myself?
Good old Gerald. Yes, you did.
All right. Well, moving on to more women news in sports, but this one is an interesting one. We had a little controversy here, even though we're still riding the high of a historic Olympic sweep with both our men's and women's hockey teams bringing home gold for the first time ever in the same year. But the celebration hit a major speed bump this week after a phone call that came from the White House went viral for all the wrong reasons in many ways.
The Miracle on Ice 2.0 got some 2026 reality checks.
Yes, it
when the president called and basically said, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring in the women's team. I do believe that I would be impeached if I don't invite them. And lo and behold, I don't see the women there in the White House.
No, they're not there. And the fact that he even said that, well, listen, let's just look. The video shows several players laughing at that, several of the men players laughing at the impeachment joke. And the backlash was immediate. Team USA captain, women's captain, Hillary Knight, who just capped a legendary career as the most decorated U.S. Olympic hockey player ever. She didn't hold back. During a Sports Center appearance, she called it a distasteful joke and said it's a shame that a lapse in judgment is overshadowing the fact that American women actually carried the medal count in Italy. Distasteful.
Knight was classy about it, though, and she also defended the guys, saying that they were definitely put into a lose-lose situation with the presence of, it's maybe they should have reacted differently. It's a difficult situation to be in when you're singled out and when you've got the FBI director there, and then obviously you get the White House call, and it's you're on the high from celebrating. It's hard. Yeah. But jokes on everybody because they took this to SNL.
They took it to SNL. The women had actually declined the last-minute invite to the State of the Union, citing logistical issues and travel days. Though they did make a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live the past weekend to reclaim the narrative, as they should. Hillary Knight's message was clear. Women aren't less than. Our achievements shouldn't be overshadowed by anything else. I think the men's were put in a little weird spot, with cameras all on them and everything. Them coming back out after the fact, maybe they could have came out a little sooner and said something, but I mean, I don't expect much from these guys, to be honest. I don't.
Look, they're still young, they're still kids, at least for the most part. You look at them, they all look young.
Yeah.
The girls are definitely a lot more mature, more conscientious about all the political stuff that's going on. But they both won gold medals. They joked about it on SNL. It was, it felt like they were finally coming back together and supporting each other, which was a good thing.
Yes, it's good to see that camaraderie. I think maybe our so-called Mr. Trump president, maybe he should just keep his remarks to a minimum. Moving on. Dizzy, we got a guest tonight. Is someone knocking at our door?
Oh, we do. We've got an experienced sports producer. His name is Hernan Pambukdjian, and this man I have known for a minute. I've seen him at different games, different leagues, different championships, different tournaments. He's all over the place. I believe he's even worked a Champions League before, which is insane because that's in Europe. But it's a man of many talents, a man of many skills, and a man who I can't stand the shirt he's wearing today because it just.
I gotta hear about it. Well, let's welcome him in. Let's welcome Hernan.
Hello, guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me here.
It just reminds me of how much of a Boca fan he is, and it is.
You don't like a little disgusting. You don't like the shirt?
Because he's supposed to be neutral. As a sports producer, he's supposed to be neutral.
He's off work.
Well, it's an Argentinian team. We're not in Argentina now, so I'm neutral here.
You're neutral here.
He's neutral.
Yes.
He's neutral.
Are you really though?
I'm neutral, Shorty. You know that. I'm totally neutral.
I'm on your side. Hernan, I'm on your side. Dizzy.
Thank you.
Nice.
I will try.
Let's be nice. Let's be nice because I know you want to talk some football with our guests, and I'm ready to talk some Let's get started here. Let's see. We have the U.S. women. Let's see. They are starting the She Believes Cup. It's kicked off this past weekend, and the USA came out firing on all cylinders as they topped Argentina 2-0.
Unfortunately, and Argentina just lost against Colombia now, so I think they are out.
What's going on with Argentina?
I'm waiting for the key match today again between Canada and the U.S. national team.
Yeah, the U.S. women will play Canada today in Columbus, and they will finish the She Believes Cup against Colombia in New Jersey on March 7th. And
yeah, but today's the game, man.
Today's the game that'll probably decide who the winner of the She Believes Cup is.
Exactly.
But this is an interesting tournament. You've got 4 teams, 2 from South America, 2 from North America, in a way to promote and get the word out about women's soccer, women's football. And
yes.
And it's a great spectacle, and they're drawing good crowds. The Tennessee crowd was sold out. The Columbus crowd has been sold out for weeks. Let's just hope that in New Jersey that they also get a good turnout.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. So it's I believe this tournament is most important than many other people believe that it is. So it's really important, and for teams from South America, except from Brazil, that they've been world champions. It's a really important tournament to just play against the good teams, real good teams like the U.S. team. So because in Argentina, for example, the women's football or soccer or whatever you want to call it. Became professional like a couple of weeks ago. So these girls, they not all of them, but many of them, they are just they have another work, and they go and train and try to represent the country, and it's still more amateur than you think. But it's a good tournament for them to have the chance to play against the number ones in the world.
Yeah, gives them a good opportunity. That's cool.
And the girls, at least on the U.S. side, they're all experienced players. They're all playing all over the world. They're playing in the NWSL. They're playing in the Premier League, or the equivalent to the Premier League in England. They have the opportunities that some of these other girls don't. And now, what this tournament does for the women's sport side of things is it gives them 3 matches to play against top level teams, whereas in most international windows you only get 1 or 2. So this is a good window for the girls to play in.
I like it.
Yeah,
what else we got?
And now we watch the game now against
USA. Oh, I'm gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
It's gonna start soon.
and here we go with the MLS, and we're gonna talk some Vancouver Whitecaps versus Toronto, as Vancouver just routed Toronto 3-0, and the Whitecaps are off for a roaring start, winning their first 2 matches and showing why they are one of the best teams in the Western Conference today. Toronto had no signs of life. They showed no signs of attack, but that should all change soon because Toronto has signed Josh Sargeant from Norwich City, and this is a U.S. men's national team striker. It's a big move for Toronto now that Josh will definitely be getting more playing time in MLS, and it could potentially be beneficial as he hopes to join the U.S. men's national team in the World Cup this summer. How do you feel about Josh Sargeant coming to Toronto?
I think it's a really good player. He's going to give a lot to Toronto, but Toronto has to. They're not going to fix all the issues or the problems with just one player. I think they have to work on the team, and this is a good this is a good season to do it, because it's going to be extended season. If you see it, they're going to play like a year and a half, because now the MLS is going to change to the European season times. So it means that they're going to end in the MLS is going to stop for the World Cup now, and then it's going to stop for the winter. So in January, they're going to stop. December, they're going to be starting the new season soon. So I think they have the time between now and the World Cup, and then the summer window, to work on the team, and after the World Cup have a really strong team. They can do that. And Vancouver, what can I say about Vancouver? Vancouver is the runner-up of the last season, so they have a strong team. They can get the final again if they keep working as they've been doing like the last 2-3 seasons. They were building the team, and now with Mueller, they had the striker they need to complete the whole team.
Vancouver definitely one of the teams to watch this year. Midweek, we saw the LA Galaxy in an abysmal 0-0 tie versus Panama's Club San Miguelito, leaving more questions than answers about where the goals were supposed to come for my Galaxy. And on top of everything, they extended Marco Reus's contract through the end of 2027, which is a move that I don't quite understand, because Marco is older, and I don't think his experience is being shown to benefit the team. He did not get the start on Saturday, and aside from that, without him on the pitch, they scored 3 goals. As the Galaxy came out roaring and scored the fastest 3 goals in their history in the first 13 minutes. One goal, the first goal, was by Lucas Sanabria, a midfielder, and then Joao Klaus topped it off with a brace in the 11th and in the 13th. And, this is a good game for the Galaxy, taking advantage of a Charlotte team that looked discombobulated. But I don't know if this is just fool's hope or really the signs of good things to come for the Galaxy. What do you think, Hernan?
I think Galaxy brought a really good striker. That Klaus is a really great player. I saw him in St. Louis for the last 2 seasons, and but I think he's going to be the starter, and then maybe Marco Reus is going to start. Is going to come from the bench many of the games. That's why he is still on the team. But Galaxy has 2 issues. First, they've been champions the previous season, and then the last season it was the worst team maybe of the league.
One of the worst, yes.
And now they're facing this season without Ricky Puig again, and they should have bring another guy to play, maybe to someone who has the skills or at least a couple of skills that are the same as Ricky Puig has. That's the biggest issue they have, because back in the defense, I think they're good. They have played like Yoshida, Aude. Aude is a great defense guy, and not because he's Argentinian, but
I think you're saying it because he's Argentinian. But I agree. I like Aude.
In the middle, they are strong, and but they have they need a creation guy, a creative guy, to start moving the ball. You have Klaus, you have Peck, you have Painting, but they have to get the ball. Who's going to give them the ball?
Well, the guy that used to give them the ball is Mark Delgado, and now he's with the other LA team that was in Houston this last weekend, and he scored for Houston.
Yes.
And LAFC went on to beat Houston 2-0 in this Western Conference matchup. The LAFC team now sits in a four-way tie at the top of the Western Conference with the aforementioned Whitecaps, the surging San Jose Earthquakes, and the dominant newcomers in San Diego FC. This is going to be a tough Western Conference for the Galaxy to try to secure a home playoff game, let alone be one of the top four. I just don't. I do see the Galaxy as a playoff team, but I don't know if they have the tools to be on par with, Vancouver, San Jose, San Diego, and LAFC. Those teams just look right now like they're on full gas and no brakes.
Oh, Dizzy, you gotta have some hope, some faith in your team.
Well, Dizzy, just for you to know, it's the same thing I said about Toronto. This is a season that gave the opportunity to work on the team during the summer window too. It's gonna be a short season now, or short couple of games now, until the World Cup. Then they're gonna stop it during World Cup. After the World Cup, it's Leagues Cup, and then the tournament again. So I think they give the opportunity to work on the team and maybe get the player that Galaxy needs.
Well, let's hope the team applies that. But the most interesting game is the one that we're about to touch. Shorty, how'd you feel about the Florida Derby?
The Florida Derby, yep, it lived up to the hype once again. Let's see, Orlando City jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first half, which was frustrating the GOAT Lionel Messi and forcing Miami's Canadian keeper St. Clair to make silly mistakes. But in the second half, it was a different tale. Let's see, the other Canadian keeper, Orlando Maxime
Krapow.
That was a nice name. He was being bombarded by Intermiami, resulting in 4 goals and 2 by Messi. When these two teams meet, apparently there is never short of a goal. So there are at least 3 goals scored in each of their epic encounters. Sounds like one heck of a duo. Better than the 3-0 and 2-0s. At least that was a match. A match. I like it.
That was definitely, it's one that you can never get tired of seeing Messi do Messi things, and he shows once again why he is currently the best player in the world. Currently.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes an argument for being probably one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I totally agree. The guy is still in shape. He's still playing. He's still competing, which is very important at that age. And he's still Messi. That's the most important thing.
How old is he?
38.
38.
Yeah. So during the World Cup, he's gonna be 39, I think, because his birthday is June, July. It's during the World Cup.
Of course he is.
And speaking of the World Cup, yesterday we got the reminder that we are 100 days away. Today, 99. Tomorrow, 98. And when somebody will see this, it'll be probably a lot less. But this is just, the most exciting countdown for me as an adult. I remember going to the Rose Bowl to see 3 matches during the World Cup back in '94. Now, as an adult, I get to experience it differently, and this is just, this is.
But this
is where dreams are made.
Yes.
You have the money to go?
You got the money to?
I will find a way to get in the back door and be there. I don't know if I have, the money to go to the, 50-yard line seats or the center field seats, but I will be up in the boonies in the last row if I have to.
Wow.
Yeah, the back door is the key, man.
You know,
If you want to
Yeah.
go, I think you should work on
and
it.
the other announcement that was made earlier this week by MLS is the All-Star game, which is going to be in Charlotte on July 29th. And it's going to be against the Liga MX All-Stars once again. The best from MLS against the best from Mexico and Liga MX.
Nice.
This is a spectacle. This is going to be a nice thing to watch after the World Cup, and I think it's another way for some of the best talent to expose themselves in front of the surging Charlotte FC team.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's gonna
Are
be
they-
right after the World Cup, so it's gonna be still the hype of the World Cup.
It seems like so this year all the football players are going to be playing way more games than
Yeah,
before or
that's a
normally.
very good point.
That's tiring. How do they do it? Wow.
Because after that they're gonna have for example, here they're gonna have the All-Star. Not all of them are gonna be playing,
Right.
but some of the stars are gonna be playing, and then you have Leagues Cup, and then the season again, an extended season. They're gonna stop in end of December and January,
Yeah.
but till then they're gonna be playing and playing and playing. It's a lot of games, dude.
That's a lot.
Oh.
And
Now that we
remember,
touched briefly about the World Cup, Hernan, who do you think is the South American team that has probably the best shot at winning the cup?
whoa, it's the common answer. It's Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. I think Ecuador has a great team. Let's see what happened with Colombia. They have a great team too. Well, they've been the runner-up in the Copa America against Argentina, and it was a tough game in the final. But South America, man, it's South America. It's the most difficult qualifiers in the world, and with maybe the best, not probably the best teams, but the best players, the players that fits the big leagues in the world.
Yeah.
So, but let me jump to another thing. First, we have the playoffs because we still have teams that they have to play to get a spot on the World Cup.
Correct.
We
And
have
that's
15
coming
in
up here
Europe.
soon.
Wow.
And it's going to start soon in March. Now,
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. Let's see if Italy, Turkey, Denmark, Romania, Sweden, maybe they can make it, and we have Jamaica, Bolivia, Suriname, Iraq, maybe, and let's see what happens if Iran comes to play or not. What FIFA is going to decide.
Yeah, that's another one that's out there because Iran qualified. Was one of the first teams to qualify for the World Cup, and now with the current conflict, it's going to be a difficult way to navigate the political with the sporting.
Yeah.
It can be a little crazy.
But who's going to come to replace Iran?
They have to replace it with another country.
The rules says it should be a team from the same federation.
Oh, federation.
But is FIFA going to do that, or they going to choose another strong team to bring more spectacle to the World Cup?
They should do the right thing and give it to the next place in line, but they have to make that decision before the playoff.
Yeah.
Because if they don't make that decision before the playoff, it's not a fair decision.
No, and if you go to the playoff, you have the team there, so you have to bring another team to play the playoffs without previous work. I don't know. It's gonna be tough for them too.
Yeah.
Sounds
replace.
fun.
And then, do you feel any host country has a shot at winning the cup?
I don't know. I think the USA team is a strong team. They can go far in the tournament. Anything can happen. It's just, well, now it's going to be more than 7 games, but it's not too much in a short time, a period of time. But anyone can win. Mexico, they're gonna play in the altitude in their home first, and they can get a good games there, and they can win there because of that. Not the European teams. They are not getting to play in the altitude different times, different attitude, going back and forth. In South America, we have that. We have to play in Bolivia or in Ecuador or in Colombia, and they are more used to play. But let's see what happens. I think Mexico can have a good World Cup. They have a strong team. They have a good coach, and the U.S. national team too. And Canada was the surprise at last Copa America, and they can play against. Look, man, in football now, it's equal than ever. You look Morocco, the last World Cup. I think Morocco has a lot of chance to maybe go to the final.
Morocco.
That's
Why not?
Why not?
You know,
Why not?
That's very surprising to hear, and at the same time, it's not shocking, because the African nation teams have been improving drastically. A lot of their players are playing in Europe. There's top players everywhere, and it's just a matter of seeing which teams come together and start clicking at the same time. Hernan, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
Talking some
Thank you,
football with us.
Hernan.
I'm really
back.
Wherever you
I'm
want.
really appreciative of your time. I don't like your shirt, but that's
Don't mind him. Don't mind him.
Next time I'm gonna use another shirt because I don't have your face and you're wearing a mask. So thank you.
Hernan got choked.
We will leave it at that. Thank you, Hernan.
Thank you, guys.
Hernan.
Thank you. Bye.
Hernan, he was cool. He was cool. Hey, you had fun talking about your football?
I had fun talking about football, but now we got to talk about the other champions that are happening.
The other champions, especially the ones in NASCAR. Guess what? Freaking Tyler Reddick did it again. We are witnessing something that hasn't happened in the 77-year history of NASCAR Cup Series. Tyler Reddick won and dominated the Circuit of Americas this past Sunday. He secured his 3rd straight victory to open the 2026 season. He did Daytona, Atlanta, and now the Texas Grand Prix. It is officially the Reddick era, Dizzy.
It is officially the Reddick era, and his airness was in the building in Austin, Tejas. And you could see, the number 45 Toyota, I saw the last 15 laps live of this race, and it was a masterpiece of driving and navigating the team, making the correct calls as far as when to change tires, when to pit, how quickly to pit, how quickly to get out of the pit, how to hold off your opponent.
Masterclass.
Kudos to the 2311 team for a masterful race. Jordan even said that he's going to be there next week in Phoenix, I believe, for the next race.
Yeah. So the question is, can he make it for the series? Heads to Phoenix, like you said. We'll see. I think I think he can do it. I think greatness begets greatness, and Mike he's just a winning competitor. He knows how to pick them.
I
He
mean,
knows how to pick them. But look,
and he knows where to put his money. Like you know,
he does.
Bubba Wallace had a good run as well in this race. He didn't finish in the top 10, but it was still a strong run. It was a very competitive field, and the thing about this whole racetrack, it wasn't a typical oval. There was a lot of S turns. There was a lot of sharp weaving and diving, and Reddick was just owning it.
Yeah. I like it. Well, wishing him and Team Jordan much luck next week in Phoenix. But Dizzy, we got a lot of wrestling, WWE to get into. I don't even know where to start. Maybe I'll start here with the women.
With the chamber. Let's just start with the chamber.
You want to start with the chamber? I think we should start with the chamber. The women of WWE didn't just compete in the chamber this past weekend. They took over the show, and we have a number one contender for the big stage and a legendary return to gold that took over 10 years. It's a long time. Dizzy, Rhea Bloody Ripley is officially heading to WrestleMania 42. This was Rhea's reaction as she left the ring on Saturday.
Tommy's going to Mania, Jane! You better put your wrestling boots on, because we're going to get bloody brutal! Bring it!
Ooh.
Woo!
Ooh.
Woo!
Ooh. Bring it.
Tommy is back on top. She outlasted 5 other superstars in the seal structure. She did, but she did it in the most real way possible. She launched herself off the top of the pod to take down Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel was a literal tank in that whole match. She snagged a historic double elimination, taking out Asuka and Kiana James. But in the end, it was Rhea's brutality, and she locked in for a dream match against Jade Cargill at Mania.
All right, well, the tension is already boiling over. Rhea showed up on Raw to thank her former partner, Io Sky, for the backup. But the real headline is that Rhea is heading to SmackDown this Friday for a face-to-face with Jade. And that stare down alone is going to break the internet for sure.
Oh, man. Sure. Yeah, but that's not all that the women did on Elimination Chamber Saturday, because the shocker of the night was AJ Lee taking the Women's Intercontinental Championship title away from Becky Lynch. It's been over a decade since she last competed in a singles match, and she did this in a very, very dominant fashion. She made Becky tap out. She is our new Women's Intercontinental Champion, and Bex, she was up to her shenanigans. She tried removing the turnbuckle padding. She accidentally knocked the referee into it. Then she tried to throw AJ into it, and the referee stepped in. It didn't work. Karma caught up to her. It was a match that had all kinds of turns and drama, and
I heard I saw that she did AJ locked in, and she did the Black Widow or the spider's web move.
Yes, she did.
You know how to do that move, Dizzy?
I don't know how to do it. I don't think I could ever do it. I've seen it done, and I think it's one of the most painful looking moves. In the end, Becky's crying and whining about it on social media. She even asked Raw GM Adam Pearce, who basically told her, too bad, And this is what the champion looked like backstage immediately after winning. Taking a picture with good old Triple H.
Hey. What's up, Triple H? What's up, Triple H? So she went complaining to the GM? That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Take their loss. Take it.
Yep.
Let's see. What else we got? We got Punk. Ooh.
We got Punk and Balor. Oh my goodness. This was another brutal match from Saturday's Chamber. and CM Punk, you know, he put the title up. You know, he's not one that is a standby champion. He is a fighting champion. And after this grueling battle for the championship, Punk retained in what was a very technical and very brutal match for both competitors. But ultimately, CM Punk hit the patented go to sleep to end the match and retain his world championship.
Okay, as he should. The best in the world. He got a special intro that resembled that of the 90s Bulls championship team. So that's like pyrotechnics and thumping music. I feel it. Punk also wore trunks that had the colors and art of the NHL's Chicago Blackhawks. The most entertaining aspect came in the post-show where Punk reacted to a tweet by Roman Reigns. What'd he say?
Time to tweet, but he doesn't have time to come to Chicago. Listen, Roman Reigns, second highest arena gate record in company history, and you're not number one either. 19,346 people showed up in Chicago because I am a fighting champion.
Oh, talk that talk.
He's a fighting champion.
Talk that talk. Well, on Monday Night Raw, the two went face to face for the first time since Roman won the Royal Rumble. Insults were said back and forth to Roman, saying he's going to retire Punk and send him down to NXT. And then Punk, he took it personal and he said that he was going to go bury Roman next to his father as he walked out of the arena in Indianapolis. Dang, Dizzy.
Yeah, no, the drama
about people dead daddy and stuff.
The drama is there, and the hype is getting there, and we still have one more thing to talk about at Chamber. What happened in the men's chamber, Brooke?
All right. Well, meanwhile, in Chicago for the men's elimination chamber, we witnessed one of the most controversial, overbooked, and flat-out chaotic main events in the history of the premium live event. Dizzy, where do we even start with this mess?
The wheels started falling off before the show even began. The day before on SmackDown, Jey Uso was taken out by a mystery attack, forcing a qualifying match between Jacob Fatu and Logan Paul. And of course, Drew McIntyre got himself involved in that and took out Fatu, making sure that Logan Paul was in the chamber. And then Drew, you know, he's playing chess with the roster for weeks and picking and choosing who he wants in that cage because he wants to decide who he's going to fight.
I see. Well, for a while, it looked like Drew's pick was going to sweep the floor, but Logan Paul was a machine. He eliminated Trick Williams, Devon Evans, and LA Knight. But then the masked man, not Dizzy, but the masked man who has been haunting the blue brand made his move while the cage door was wide open. He stormed in and stomped on Logan Paul into the mat, giving Cody Rhodes the opening to get the pin. Amazing.
And the roof was blown off the United Center when he finally revealed himself to be Seth freaking Rollins. He is back. Remember when Braun Breaker put him on the shelf, but the masked man turned out to be Seth freaking Rollins. And that's what forced him to vacate the title that currently Punk holds. Rollins didn't even say a word. He just vanished back into the crowd like a ghost, leaving a trail of destruction behind him. And, you know, the officials got to close that cage faster.
Well, this sounded like this was a Shakespearean tragedy because the door was still open. Drew McIntyre, who wasn't even in the match, ran in and leveled Cody with the title belt. And then Randy Orton stepped in to save Cody, RKOing Drew. And Cody followed up with a crossroads. But the moment Drew hit the floor, the Viper lived up to his name. Randy Orton hit Cody with an RKO out of nowhere to steal the win and the WrestleMania spot. Randy.
Oh, Randy.
Randy.
Randy doing Randy things. And you know, don't ever mistake a favor for friendship. Here's the words of, you know, Randy Orton himself right after the match.
All right.
I made that decision to drop Cody with an RKO. Now, he's a longtime friend. I hate doing it, but do I really hate doing it? No, I don't. I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm main eventing WrestleMania. I deserve to be in the main event of WrestleMania.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Randy is now set up to face Drew for the title, or is he? The drama continued to write itself as the chaos continued backstage as the champ Drew McIntyre got into a screaming match with SmackDown GM Nick Aldis, which resulted in this.
McIntyre, I've told you time and time again to stay out of this and let this happen the right way so that one man could earn the shot to face you at WrestleMania, but you couldn't do that, could you? Like a little boy, you can't stand when the attention isn't all on you. Well, it's all on you now, Drew. And now I need your attention to be on me. This Friday night on SmackDown, it is Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. And that's all I have to say about it.
Mic drop. Friday night, we will see Rhodes versus McIntyre. Oh, he's still going. He's still talking smack.
No, look.
Are they gonna fight at WrestleMania 42?
Yeah,
it's
SmackDown. SmackDown Championship match right before WrestleMania. This is falling apart. This is falling apart. This is just all over the place.
This is what the wrestling fans are asking for. What else is going on? What's going on with Penta?
Oh man, Penta had the match of his life on Monday night as he faced off with Dirty Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship on Raw, and kudos to both competitors for the match that they put on. Should have been the main event. It was not, because Roman talking to Punk was the last thing we saw that night. But Penta finally won his first championship in WWE. He did it by defeating Dominic, who tried to hit him with a 619, but Penta, ducked. Dominic missed it and then hit Dominic with the Destroyer, turned the pinfall. And I'm all for it. I'm on Team Penta. This is just one of the things that I've been waiting for to see since he arrived last January in WWE. He has so much hype. He has so much love for this, so much passion, and you can just see it radiating in this picture right here. Like,
look at that.
Look at him holding that belt. He looks like a little kid.
He does. He looks like you on a really good night.
Like on a really, really like happy time. Like,
that's what you look like when you hit the lotto, right?
That's what I look like when yeah.
All right.
That's what I look like when the Galaxy won the championship. Like kudos to Penta, kudos to WWE on putting on some amazing shows this last weekend, and I just can't wait to see how SmackDown turns out. Rhea facing off with Jade and Cody facing off with Drew. Will Jacob Fatu have a say? Will Sami Zayn jump in there? Who's on Team Drew right now? Because it doesn't feel like anybody is.
It's a lot. This feels like Real Housewives, a reality show. Like, this is so much drama. Well, I'm ready to tune into it. So I'll be looking out for it for sure. Meanwhile, guess what? Today's March 4th. We got a little day in sports history for today. Let me break it down for you. On March 4th, 1927, way back, Babe Ruth, he put pen to paper. Big Babe. He signed a historic 3-year contract with the New York Yankees worth, drumroll, about $210,000. So that's about $70,000 a season. Yeah,
that doesn't sound like a lot.
I mean, I take it right now today. I'm sure that was a lot in good old 1927. Matter of fact, it was so much that the deal made him the highest paid player in baseball history at the time. And the contract covered 1927, 1928, and the 29 seasons, during which Ruth cemented his legacy.
Indeed, because shortly after he signed that contract, that during that same season was when Ruth hit the historic 60 home runs, which stood for a good 80 years as more than 80 years as a record in a season.
As he should have. He got paid the big bucks. He said, "Let me show you what I can do." Quick note, though, something to think about here that was also going on around 1927. We were just about hitting the Great Depression in the States, and his contract was on the precipice of that time. Let's see, 70,000 in 1927 is equivalent to about 1.35 million US dollars today. So that's according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
that
money.
Is definitely a lot of money. And
during the
from
Depression,
70,000 to 1.35 million is huge. It's substantial.
Yeah, he did that.
It doesn't compare to Ohtani's contract, but the times are different.
I wonder what the Babe would think about Ohtani's contract.
I think the Babe would have a fit with Ohtani's contract, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, what else happened today? Dizzy? Anything?
Well, also today, and we'll talk women's sports history, in fact, women's tennis history. Martina Navratilova defeated Chris Evert to win the Virginia Slims Championship on March 4th in 1984. These two had some historic matchups, especially in Wimbledon, where they faced off 5 times.
Wow.
This is some women's tennis royalty that we are seeing on screen. And on this day in 1984, Navratilova beat Chris Evert in the Virginia Slims Championship.
Yes, and Martina is the one with the, I don't know what you call that, bob-ish with bangs, asymmetric bob, and Chris is the one with the what would you call that? Little mullet.
Little mullet-esque.
Mullet. I like it, but she lost, unfortunately. Oh, but look, speaking of tennis, hold on to your rackets, Dizzy, because the GOAT is officially back after nearly 4 years away from the professional circuit. Serena, my GOAT, Serena Williams has announced she is coming out of retirement for the 2026 grass court season. We aren't just talking about an exhibition here, guys. She's accepted a wild card for Wimbledon. Oh, I'm excited.
It's a different game now when she left in 2022, but the 44-year-old coming back is great for the sport. I mean, Serena isn't just coming back to wave at the crowd. She's still sitting on 23 Grand Slams and that elusive number 24, the record held by Margaret Court. And that's clearly like her North Star. That's clearly what she wants. Like she wants to have that quality run. And
I don't blame her.
And end on a high note. And you know what? I hope that she can. I hope that she can be very competitive, and I hope that she can do it.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think she is a hell of a competitor to challenge herself like this. I mean, look, the skeptics are talking about her age and her match fitness, but this is Serena Williams. Okay, she's won slams while pregnant. She's come back from life-threatening blood clots. So if anyone can defy the clock and the odds, it's my girl, the GOAT, Serena. Oh, yes. Well, we applaud her and all the women this month for Women's Month in March. But guess what? That's it for tonight's show. The WBC is underway while the WNBA season struggles to find its way. We'll see. And the WWE is getting crazier. It's clear the sports world is moving faster than a Tyler Reddick restart. I think it's going to win. But keep an eye out for the March 10th deadline for the WNBA. And get your popcorn ready for the WBC openers. The drama is just getting started, and it's going to keep getting better. I, Shorty Bang Bang, want to thank my homie, my friend, my dude, Dizzy. Thank you for joining me for another fun episode. I also want to thank our guest, Hernan. He was awesome, talking all that football talk. We'll have plenty more to talk about when the World Cup comes around. We'll be back next week, so make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the show. Till next time, peace.
See you soon.
They be talking.